Conversations, Champagne Life, let's go.
Yes.
Shout out to God Billy Danes, MOP, Hip Hop Royalty in the building. We back, baby.
Break out the champagne. Everybody can
One half of the firing squad up in this joint, you know? Champagne and Convo, Billy Danes, part 2. Let's ride.
And all the ladies say, nigga like that. And all the ladies say, now if you living that life the way you live it, you can't live it no other way. I need you to put a bottle in the air right now. Welcome to the Champagne Life.
Welcome, Billy Danes. Thank you for part 2, joining us for Champagne and Conversations. How are you, sir?
I'm good, darling. Thank you. And I'm dancing right now. I like the theme music. It's awesome.
Oh, yes, yes. That's what we want. We aim to please.
Perfect.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for a little bit of the delay, but Billy Danes and I were having a little bit of get acquainted. So we wanted to make certain that we were ready for you.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So he's busy on set doing a video and multitasking in the studio. So we cheers to him. We thank him for joining us and being able to carve out some time for our part 2 here at Champagne and Conversation.
Cheers to God.
Well, thank you for having me, darling, and it's my pleasure, and I'm happy to be here. And I know I like talking to you. My camera's not. I can't figure this camera deal out, but I can see you. And wow, what a hat you have on! Let me tell you.
Thank you. Hashtag online. Thank you so much for taking care of me. I do appreciate it.
Sponsored by that brand too.
Yes, thank you.
Nice.
And we
you
love
look stunning.
Thank you. Thank you. I do a little bit. I try just a little bit.
She's just as me just doing a little bit. Wait till I get extra.
I'm learning from you. Don't worry. I'm learning from you. I got to come with it. That's the only way. Go big or stay home, right?
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
We have, ladies and gentlemen, Baby Jodeci on the line. He's helping with our music features for today, and we thank you so much for joining us. So, Billy Danes, let's get right to it. When we finished, or we left off on our part 1, we were talking a little bit about blood, sweat, and tears. And I must say that last evening, with so much heavy going on, it was just so much on my heart last evening. And when I looked over at my calendar and saw that you were going to be on, I texted and I said, this is perfect to have this conversation today about blood, sweat, and tears, where we are in this current day and affairs. So I would definitely like to lean into you and find out, what are your thoughts on where we are with the unfortunate situation we have had with Mr. Jacob, and where we are today with these situations that we continue to incur.
Right. You know, this is something that's well, when it comes to blood, sweat, and tears, like the music that I made, it was about the hard times, not just at that times, but the times before, and obviously the times ahead, and the times that we're in right now. So what I think is happening.
I love that song, by the way.
Are you there? Did we lose you?
Says you're still connected.
Yes.
Bearing with us, y'all.
He's in the studio and shooting a video, so multitasking, I do believe. Blood, sweat, and tears. We can actually play a bit of it.
Honest to God, I'm laying down my card. It's been hard for too many years, nigga. Blood, sweat, and tears.
y'all ain't peeped that Billy Danze Baker's Dozen. It's the latest project from Billy Danze. Go and check that out.
We may have lost some guys. Hopefully he'll come back in. We were talking with, there he is. You can't keep leaving me this way. There you are. How are you?
There you go. There you go. There you go.
You, baby.
There you
Good
are.
to see you. Good to see you, baby.
Good to see you. What's
So,
up again?
I apologize for that. I was fiddling around trying to get the camera on while we were talking. But,
That's good.
yeah, I got right back as soon as I could.
Got right back. That's what's important.
Yeah. So the Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the actual song was about what we were going through at that moment, what people went before our time, and what was, you know, in store for our people. Like, because we already knew that we were going to have these hard times, especially where we came from, because we couldn't see anything else. What's happening right now with the police shootings and the killings of, black people, it's been going on, sadly, right? It's been going on since we had these camera phones, since this internet was moving. It's just now people are able to show it. And all of the, even though we're seeing a lot, there's still more. There's much more that we aren't seeing. There's more killings. There's more police brutality that we're not even seeing. And I want to say this, and I may be wrong for saying this, but I don't think I'm wrong for saying this.
No right or wrong.
I say, like, how much protesting and kicking it are we going to do? And making these memes. Today I saw something where it was side by side, a young white kid in a police car, and then a black kid in a police car. And they're like, well, this one got beat up, this one got hamburgers or whatever, right? Why are we doing that? Now, I know we want to be as peaceful as we can, because we really don't have no wins. But us in the middle of a violent sort of a war with the police department or whoever else, yeah, we may lose, but maybe our next generation wins. You know what I mean? We can't. I'm not that I'm against let's not be violent or nothing like that, but it's like they're dragging our people. Like, they're really hurting our people. They're killing our people and getting away with it. You know what I mean? For nothing, and they're think that. Can you imagine? And it's sad, right? Because you got to think about the whole thing. It's the way that people in our communities were trained mentally, the way that we've been trained to think. Like, we're going back and forth with each other. We're hurting each other, taking from one another, jealous about somebody else having something. If there was no police in Brownsville, there would be a really, really big problem. So I don't say that we defund them. And as I mentioned to you, like, I have friends of mine who are retired police officers, and some still police officers. So I think the only way, I don't know how to figure this out. You know what I mean? Because I'm from a point right now where I'm going, all I see is my people getting hurt. That's all I see. So I don't know. I mean, how long are we going to go through this? Like, I realized the other day, I'm in the house with my wife, and we're watching I forget the movie, but it's, you know, about slavery days and all that. And we started talking about the movie Roots, Alex Haley Roots, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And when I watched Roots, it hit me that something was wrong and how people were being treated bad, but it didn't hit me like it hit me today. Like it really, really hit me today.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like these people really think that they're better than us. These people think that, not even that they're better than us, but they think that we're nothing.
Yes,
They feel some way about us every time.
Yeah.
It's like if you're not white in America right now, you're automatically going to be filed as, you know, like the aggressor.
Right. Well, it's all, well, how are we the aggressor and we're the ones getting shot by the police officers?
Exactly.
I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
It
Like
goes, it
we're
goes
not,
to,
we're not,
sorry, go ahead, King.
we're not, it's just, I'm at a stage right now, right? Like I'm really tired of it, but I think I'm more tired of people saying that they're tired of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm tired of it, but I'm tired of people going, yo, let's go out here and march. We marched, we did that already. And because we're on a public platform, you know, and I got children, so I'm not gonna say, fuck it, knock them off. But fuck it, knock them off. You know what I mean? Like,
in your
yeah,
day, you would
yeah,
have said,
knock them off. But it's like, you know what? And to be honest, just not even in my day no more. Like right now, like I'm really pissed off about it. Like I'm upset that it's, I mean, really just look at what's online. These people are going, oh, if this was that, and then they put up with the shooting of this last situation with this young man. So that, yeah, Jacob, they have like this split screen where there's the police confronts a white guy, they tase him, he jumps up, chase the cop around, they never fire a shot. And then on the top of the screen, they got Jacob walking around to the car and the police officer shooting him 7 times, right?
They followed him to the car.
Listen to what I'm saying, sis. I'm tired of seeing that. Like these are black people posting this, look what they did to him, but they didn't do this to him. Fuck that. It's over now. Like we past that. We should be past that. And I'm sorry to you know, but it's getting me. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing, oh, this happened to this person and they didn't do this. And when this person did that, they did this. All right, cool. We know that already. What are we going to do about it? Get some, you know, we're going to get some Sharpies and write on a poster board. Is that what we still going to do? We still marching? I don't want no violence. I got kids. I got kids that's having kids. You know what I mean? Like, I need them to have a good life. I want to be around. I don't want a police officer to shoot me or shoot my kids down in the street. I don't. But if we keep putting up these memes and all that, I want to know what kind of, how are we combating it with putting up memes and you know, and writing these poster boards.
It only goes so far.
Right. So to change reform, who would you put on a panel to say these are some, I mean, because obviously we've had the Martin Luther King and we've had the Malcolm X and we had the Jesse Jacksons and we've had, you know, even Spike Lee and, you know, all these folks that we've had to speak to where we are in our society. Today, who would you assign those positions?
Definitely need a God up there.
Yeah, you know what? I don't.
I was preempting that.
I can't really say that, sis, because I don't see and as much as I love my dude my son, right? I love Chuck D. I love you know, it's a lot of Ice-T. There's a lot of brothers out there that understands this. Yeah. You know what I mean? That understands this and understand how to possibly lead us to a better situation. But at this point, sis, I kid you not, I'm tired of nothing not happening. Yes. That's what I'm tired of. So I don't know who I'll put there because I love my people. Whether it's Ice-T, my son, Chuck D, Rakim, whoever it is that I know that got a strong voice and really speak from their chest. I love them all. But I don't know if that's enough to get where I feel like we need to be because they're really killing us and with no remorse.
Yeah, but that would be a good start.
that would be a great start. But you also, you know what would be that would be a great start to this.
Yes.
That would be a great start to actually pull us back together. We have 80 years of getting pulled back together because for the last 80 years or so, Black people been hurting each other.
Yes.
Now, when we think about the Alex Haley roots, right? Because that's all we have from that far back, because you and I weren't there. We weren't there. But I can almost guarantee you, from what we know from those shows and everything that we heard about or read about, Black people didn't hurt Black people then. You know what I mean? It was more about us not. We were always, at that point, they were together, but they wasn't together and they wasn't moving. They wasn't strong enough.
Yes.
Or they were mentally defeated.
That's it.
Physically, they had it. This is how we got Haiti, right? They took the people from Africa to Haiti, or what we now know as Haiti,
right,
and they tried to say keep them in shackles. They turned it around. It was whipping them, shackling them. It was like, now this is Haiti. Beat it. You know what I mean? So if we all had done that, or if we all do that now, stop hurting each other first, and then claim what we deserve. You know what I mean? Because there's no way. Look, and I'm sorry to say it, and I don't want to use a platform to say anything negative, but in these other countries, sis, like if something goes on in Paris, if George Floyd would have been in Paris when this happened to him, the people would have turned Paris upside down and the government would have folded. They do it every time. It could be the slightest little thing. If this happens in another country, the people go in there and they turn the country upside down and the government fall to their knees. Here, we're too privileged. And we're privileged and we're excited over a $250 pair of sneakers.
Ooh.
That doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean nothing. So we're excited about these $250 pair of sneakers. So we don't want to go in there and have that confrontation with the people that are destroying our people, because we won't get to wear them $250 sneakers somewhere so somebody can be like, yo, you fly.
So speaking of the sneakers, yesterday was a huge voice, a huge message when the NBA, the WNBA, the MLB, all entertainment aspects said, no, we're not playing. We're going to shut it down. What are your takes on that? I know that is not everything, but how do you see that in terms of a message?
I think it's great. But I don't really think sports have anything to do with it. I think it's great though. I think it's great that the players are doing what they can do, right, or what they're willing to do.
Correct.
But I think we just got to take it a step further. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they do that. Like there's people out here that won't fight back because they go, I can't go to jail, or I can't get hurt. I gotta get to work to this 9 to 5 to make XYZ so I can take care of my family. You know what I mean? So it's a mental thing. Like, yo, I gotta be cool. I can't say much. I can't get thrown in jail because, you know, I'm gonna get my check today and my daughter need this and my son need that. With the NBA players, they got all the paper they need. You know what I mean?
Some of them were worried about being able to still get what they need, but they said, you know, in standing in solidarity, they were going to still rock with it. So I don't know that yesterday they anticipated it being a full-on shutdown, but as I started to see later in the evening, it appeared that they had decided collectively that they were going to, you know, shut down the season. And obviously we know the owners, really what that message is more so for, because those owners could potentially be more connected with our current day administration. And the message is, you know, we're not going to make you money if you all keep making it miserable, you know?
Right. But we do realize that the owners don't really even care, right?
They didn't say a word. They haven't said anything.
But I mean, why would they care? You know what I'm saying? Like they should, but why would they?
They should.
Yeah, but why would they? You know what I mean? Like it's not like you and me own the team. If we own the team, then it's like, you know, it makes sense to us to be out there like, nah, because we're genuinely out there. If they're out there now talking about, you got to stop doing this, stop doing that, they only moving their money around because they want the people that they need playing so they can make more money. That's why they're doing it. They're not doing it from the heart. You know what I mean? So we see like, I mean, I have all kind of, I have friends of all nationalities. You know what I mean? And I trust my friends as they are. Like, I don't really see the color. I trust them as they are. But most, you know, sometimes I see how white people, they try to overdo it with the, you know, Black Lives Matter, like, you know, like you try to overdo it. Like, don't overdo it. All right, you said it once.
They're supporting in their way.
Right, they're supporting in their way, but I think they're doing it in a way like, I just want to show Black people that I care about them. I want them to see me displaying this. If you really care, you really care. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Don't fake fight for us.
And speaking of your friends, and Baby Jodeci will definitely want to kind of lean in on this one with you, but speaking of your friends, Jay-Z, DJ Premier, you've worked with all of the greats. As it is now, would you call them and say, let's have a conversation to prepare for the panel, to prepare for November 3rd, to prepare for, you know, what message our music would say going forward, or where we are today and what we feel? Is there anything that you would give us in terms of your conversation with your peers?
Again, sis, I'm like, you know what? I think a conversation with our peers about a panel is just, it's like being on a treadmill. That's how I feel today. You know what I mean? Like, when you're on that treadmill, you walk 3-4 miles on that treadmill, right?
Yeah.
But you're actually sitting still. You never really move. You understand what I'm saying? So I think, and that panel, it would be great. But what are we gonna do? There's panels all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm really I'm tired of people saying, because it's like, how long you gonna say watch the next time you do something to me? Watch the next time. Watch the next time. Oh, one more time. You got one more time, and then that happened. Try it again. What? Listen, fold them up. That's it. Fold them up. First, not the first time I got the handcuffs put on me, but at some point in my life, I got the handcuffs put on me because the police officers tried to arrest my cousin. And when I say we laid into him, we laid into him. My entire building. It's 40, 50-year-old women out there rocking with these police officers. I mean, really rocking with them. So I'm there, even though I don't want that. But it's like, what else do we do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired, and I think today it really hit me. And this is before I even got a message that, you know, before I was even reminded that we were going to get on the phone, and I had no idea we were going to talk about this.
Yes. Of course we had to talk about this.
But today, as I'm in my hotel room, I'm just, you know, I got up 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm looking around on, you know, strolling the internet, and I'm seeing all these memes. I'm like, man, when is we going to stop doing this? Because it's almost like me, if I sit back and watch you go, you know, put all this kind of stuff up, I'm like, you ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to do nothing. You still talking. You still protesting. You ain't going to do nothing. Yo, why are we...
What it is.
We're allowing them to keep their thumbs on us. We're allowing them to keep us down. Like, why are we complaining about being kept down if we're not even trying to get up? You know what I'm saying? Like, try to get up. They holding you down, try to get up. I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of it.
We recently just selected African-American female as vice president nominee for our new 21. And what are your thoughts on things changing as it relates to that election in November?
I think anything is better than nothing, to be honest. Because right now, I feel like for the last 4 years,
yes,
I felt like we were on our own. We didn't have a president. I feel like we were on our own. Dudes on Twitter like a 17-year-old girl. You know what I mean? So we didn't have a president. Now, if this particular thing happens, I think it's just going to be a little bit better.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When we say African-American woman as a vice president, I think that's great as long as she do her job. I don't care if she was my mama. If she didn't do her job, I'm not down with her. It don't matter to me, especially at this point, African-American, white, Spanish, whatever you are. If you're going to be running this country, run it right.
Yes, accountable.
You know what I mean? And I'm all for the African-American sisters in that position or any position of win or any position of power. But if you're not going to do your job, I don't care if you're green. If Obama didn't go in there and do a fairly decent job, I'm not hooting and hollering for Obama's blackness. I need to hoot and holler for your leadership.
Yeah, your progression. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm hooting and hollering for. So, you know, even when he got into the White House, people were all going, "Oh my God!" It was the "Oh my God" because he was black.
Right.
Listen, I did the "Oh my God" because he was black too. But then I said, "Wait a minute, hold on. Does it make a difference if he's black or not?" I mean, that don't really make no difference. I need you to do your job.
Work.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that we could have 100 years from now. You know, the kids will say there was once a black, African-American president. Woo-ha, right?
And
But did he do his job?
Yes.
That's it. That's the story right there. He did his job because we didn't have to see him. It could have been like the show The Voice, right? Like we didn't have to see him. Dude, just do your job. We're gonna praise you then. Then we'll praise you. And then we turn around and see you black. Oh my God, look at this.
Amazing.
now it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? You do your job, then it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Since I just need people to do their job, and I need people to do something to actually show some progress, because we can't bank on, not that we can't bank on protesting anymore, but you know, it's still something that should happen if it needs to happen. But there needs to be something else happening. And the lady that's running with Biden to be the vice president, African American woman, hats off to her.
Yes.
Hats off to her for one, a woman, two, African American, and three, heading toward that position of power.
Sure.
But when you get there, if you get there, lady, please do your job. That's all I'm asking.
What would you like to see as her job? Bullet points 1, 2, and 3, just in the first 100 days of office.
Oh, well, that's another thing. You understand how hard this is for me right now, baby girl. It's so hard because
I'm pulling it because I know that everybody's watching you like, okay, you had such a message in the 90s, so now we're gonna have such a message in 2020.
Right. Yeah. There's so many things that needs to be fixed, and we don't really even know where to start, right? I mean, let's arrest some people that need to be arrested. Let's get that going. Let's get that going. Let's set up let's put the laws in place. Let's put the laws in place where everybody's treated equal.
Yes.
Let's put that in place. Let's do something that we should be doing about this nasty virus that we have that mysteriously came out of nowhere and killed over, 1.5 million of our people, and still going. You know what I mean? Let's do that. Let's figure out.
Put us in fear.
Right, and put us in fear. And let's help Mr. Gates understand that he's just a person with a shitload of money. He's nobody bigger than that. That's all it is. You're just a person. You don't have the rights to go, well, we need population control. Well, how about we start with you and your wife first? How about we get rid of you? Get rid of your wife. You know what I mean? Let's start there. How you starting down in the bottom? In my neighborhood, since they had tractor trailers full of bodies.
Right.
Sitting in front of, literally, sitting in front of the hospitals.
Yes.
Tractor trailers full of bodies. I mean, stacked to the top. You understand how many bodies that is?
Yes.
In my neighborhood.
Too many.
In my neighborhood. So, let's get away from, let's fix the things that need to be fixed, like the serious things. You know what I'm saying? Let's treat people equal. It's in it's in your constitutions. Like, how come nobody's enforcing that? You know, all right, criminals are criminals, but criminals come in different shades. Black, white, brown, you know, they come in different shades. Don't just jump on, you know, the people with the extra melanin. You know what I mean? Don't jump on us. Like, there's white people in these little towns that's doing so much dirt.
So much.
Like where my homie lives at, a house just blew up. I'm talking about the house got missing. They got a meth lab in the bottom of the house. This is a beautiful neighborhood. Like, the smallest house there is like 35,000 square feet or something like that. Like it's like, you know, they big houses. The whole house got missing. This person got a lot of money. They got all kind of cars parked in the driveway. But you're running meth. You're running meth. And then I think the real sad part is when you look at the news reporters, when they talk about it, they just make it seem like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Had that been in the bottom in Brownsville, they believe that.
It was
still
breaking news.
Oh yeah. This came and went quick.
Yeah. And of
Listen
course,
to me. I'm so sorry, darling. They're calling me to take my shots.
yes.
I'm really, really sorry. I'm probably not gonna finish the song today, but I gotta get the video done.
Billy Danes,
brother.
before you leave, what you working on?
Oh, right now, well, first of all, I'll go from project to project. I just finished one project. That project, I'm putting a single out on the 4th of September.
Congratulations.
It's called We Busy. My son just put a joint out.
Yes.
It's called On My Own. My album, this particular project will be out October. No, I want to say around. No, I can't say that, but it'll be out soon.
Coming soon.
It'll be out soon.
We'll post it.
Yep. And Fame is mixing his project now, his solo project.
Okay.
My boy Teflon, as y'all know, that was on 4 Long Blades with us and Jay, and on Annie Up with Remy and Buster and us.
Yeah.
Tef, he's just finished his project. So you know, the family's working. The family's working.
And you were grinding when we talked last time. So I love that. I congratulate you for
Thank
that.
you, sis.
During the
Thank you,
COVID
sis.
and doing all of those things. And it's still a source of inspiration despite all that we're dealing with right now. So we appreciate you taking a moment. I got some champagne on the way to you. I know that
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We're glad that we were able to lean in for a moment and talk to Billy Danes, guys.
Yes,
and we thank you for your time. Great success on your projects. And we know that you're about to get back on set. So congratulations on that, sir.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. And I'll be back in like 2 weeks, okay?
Yes.
I promise.
Thank you. Okay.
Hey, Billy.
We love you.
Yes,
Thank
Billy.
you.
Yes, sir.
Billy, before you go, what's it going to take to get a feature from you, baby?
Well, we ain't got to worry about that. Just hit up MJ. We'll get it covered. We'll get it situated.
Yeah.
And the reason I asked you this is because I've been a student of the game for a long time. I've been working on my crafts as a kid, so I'm not just hyped just trying to get a feature from you. The music's my life right now. Ever since I heard MOP on that Belly, blood, sweat, and tears just blew me away. It's always taking a part of me. And I'd love to work with you sometime. I'm tapped in with Planet Asia right now. You guys are connected, right? Planet Asia?
Yeah, that's my guy.
I'm literally about to come out as this young Arsenal soon, so I would love to work with you, Billy.
Listen, dude, let's do it. Whenever you want to do it, let's get to it. Holla at MJ, she'll make it work, and we'll get it done.
Champagne and Conversations, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Billy Danes, for joining us. I'll give you the 2-cheek kiss. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sis. Have a good one.
All right, you do the same. Cheers.
All right, baby. Cheers.